What is up? What is up? This is Mark the Mike, and this is another Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Coloring. I'm Mark the Mike. I'm joined by Lou Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And like always, we do have a lot of wrestling to cover, and we actually have a new little segment. I guess we'll start off and our podcast with. So we'll start off with our topic, and then we'll end with who we're gonna go with next.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we and you will just switch sides. Like, so I'll pick one, you pick one, I pick one, like that. So your first pick was Eddie Guerrero, and this will be a wrestling retrospect. This will just be a little segment that we get to go back to some classic matches or some matches that we have never saw before. And we chose, your pick was Eddie Guerrero. And our rules was it can't be alright. So if you put like top wrestling matches of Eddie Guerrero, it can't be those basic those top 5 matches of all time that everyone knows about. It's those little ones that no one have really watched or remembers, and those are the ones we pick.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about. You could go first with that.
So the one that I picked, because I just it demonstrates how different, and even when you go back to WCW, how polished he was, right?
Yeah.
So the first one was Eddie Guerrero versus. Well, no, that's the one we both kind of settled on. This one, Eddie Guerrero versus Six.
Yeah.
For the Cruiserweight Championship.
That was sold out '97, I believe.
I think the funny thing that I've seen.
Yeah.
The funny thing that I've seen from people that have made content that talk about wrestling in general is that this is probably the best match on the card.
Yes,
because
it was.
The show was very bad.
It was a really bad show. That was like a NWO dominated show.
Yes, that was. So all the other reason is kind of special for me was because, listen, there was one part of the NWO that was so ridiculous that I was so excited for this pay-per-view. And that was the night they took forever to take apart the show. Remember that?
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so long. I can't believe they're getting away with this. Oh man, that's kind of cool. Cause you're still inside cause you're a kid.
Yeah.
Or you're young. So you don't really know the particulars of everything.
Yeah.
But like to see a group come in and take over a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. It's like super cool. And I saw the match. I thought the match was awesome. But again, I give credit to Six, right?
Yeah.
Because he was good in the ladder match. But like, I think it was probably really good to see like old school, because he's white and red Eddie.
Yeah.
So that's like the first one, because it's classic American Eddie Guerrero that we would know. Because again, I can't go pick a Mexican match. I don't know those matches, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that's a good one too. I was mentioning. I think I sent you a video of that match as well, because I remember that being probably one of WCW's best ladder matches as well.
Mm-hmm.
And very few, because they had ladder matches, but they didn't have them as eventful as WWE did during that time. And again, it was a highly NWO show, and this was actually a match that went back and forth and actually was a good storytelling match. And yeah, 100% they stole the show of this show.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the first ones I sent you, and I think it goes into that whole fray of that he could go with anybody. And I think this was one of the times and only times, which was a damn shame that it only happened once, was The Rock versus Eddie Guerrero on Monday Night Raw.
Gotcha.
You must watch it with the promos. You must watch the promos before it leads to the match, because the promos are ridiculous, and how it goes into his daughter having a poster on his wall and him ripping it and fucking yelling at his daughter for having his poster on the wall, calling him a sick freak because of that. It just brings the balance of it, and then it just shows the main event style of Eddie Guerrero with hanging in there with The Rock and actually being a fucking amazing match. Probably one of my favorite underrated Raw matches of all time. It's like a Raw match that is not really talked about like that, but is also an extremely good match, especially with one of the most popular guys of all time, The Rock.
Yeah, this is true. This is definitely true.
You have another one?
Yeah. So the other one I have that again, when you hear people talk about certain people,
Yeah.
like they always talk about, oh yeah, he was so good and whatnot, and then you just don't remember. And so I picked Eddie Guerrero versus Fit Finlay.
Fit Finlay.
And this is from Nitro, and this is December 22nd.
Yeah.
So like this is NWO stuff is already happening, right?
Yeah.
But this is like part of the reason I like this one is because they had the entrances.
Yeah.
And oh my god, Fit Finlay's outfit is atrocious. Yo, he looked terrible. He had a terrible brunette mullet because we all know him for blonde hair. So that's jarring to go back and remember that. But then he's got this fake Thunderdome warrior looking outfit on. It's terrible. It's like glacier levels of kind of hokey. I don't know what character he was going for.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was. He wasn't a stereotype, I'll tell you that much.
Ooh.
But the real cool part is that this is like the intro, and he has the championship.
Yeah.
It's the badass Eddie.
Okay.
When he's cruiserweight champion, but this is when he's in the prime of the walking to the ring with the swagger and stuff, with the mean ass look, and that the dope Mexican music.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Merc. How did WCW have a dope ass Mexican song, and then for years and years we just had the most offensive stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Santos Escobar, fire, straight fire.
Yeah.
But like, it took so long to get there.
It did.
You know, you still got Eddie Guerrero had it. Eddie Guerrero had it in '97. Anyway,
you still had the generic theme songs too with the Mexican. Look at fucking what was it? Grand Metalik had the generic Mexican theme music and shit like that. Like they always
even the Lucha House Party was kind of generic. Yeah, man. You know.
Lucha. I actually liked it. I think Kalisto had one when he returned. It was more of a techno shit. I actually didn't mind that one.
Okay, I don't remember it, but I'm sure it was probably better than the generic Lucha.
He came out with like a Kane kind of mask. This is when he returned to TV, and he kind of had like a Kane mask. It was kind of more of a mask stuck to his face than the actual Lucha mask.
Mm-hmm.
He had like more of a dragon looking shit. It was cool, and it was like a faster paced theme and shit like that. But they were trying to go a different direction with the character, but it didn't last long. They went back to the Lucha. Anyway, but yeah. You get the tip. You get a lot of the gimmicks. You won't get like a lot of good like Mexican. You just get the generic shit.
But like anyway, as for why I like the match is because they both whoop each other's ass.
Yeah.
Like they're really really good. And the thing I don't think he got enough credit for also was like when he was a heel, he worked body parts like ridiculous, dude.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's kind of nuts to go through a few other matches in WCW when he was bad.
Yeah,
and he was just taking people's legs out.
Yeah.
Like for real. And that's how he would usually win the match. He would take the legs out and then like small package a cheat or something.
Yeah.
Or he would like set you up so you couldn't get up for the frog splash. And I'm like, well, dude, that's kind of genius.
Yeah.
and so he's in his prime here. Well, he's hitting his stride here. Let's just put it that way. He's getting mad popular. And then his thing already with the crowd in WCW that I kind of remember was like today, how they would, I don't want to say what, but you knew he was popular because he's the bad guy, and they would just chant Eddie sucks the whole time. It's like a specific thing. Eddie sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you get that. You get Fit just whooping his ass. It's just good. Nice. It's really good. And it's not that long either. It's like 7 minutes, dude. But and it's forgettable as hell.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know. Like if you watch this match and put it with something today, you can really see influences in a lot of people's stuff. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah. I'll say my next one was just I just feel like his opponent like gets underlooked a lot of the times, especially in the. We'll talk about him as in like in the case of like Broski with the 9 belts, like Ultimate Dragon. So there was one particular one that was on WCW Nitro. It was Eddie Guerrero versus Ultimate Dragon for the Cruiserweight title. I think at the moment, Eddie Guerrero was champion. And again, you talk about like when this was during LWO Eddie. And you talk about him being heel, working body parts and stuff like that. Ultimate Dragon was a vast technician. He was really good as a technician. So this match was very technical found and very back and forth, but it actually had like a nice pace of the high flying, and then also the technicality that Ultimate Dragon also did as well. I'll say it's probably something that was not really looked at because again, it was on a Monday Nitro, it was not on a pay-per-view, it was not anything like that. But they went on for a good 15 minutes for this match. I wished the clip on YouTube was longer, but it was not the whole match. But yeah, that'll be my match. He had the black and gold on, Ultimate Dragon. That show.
Okay, I saw the one. I guess the first time they fought.
Yeah.
I saw the green and red. I guess.
Yeah. So
I saw that
send
one
you
versus
that one in
Eddie.
particular. But they always had really good chemistry, and I think Ultimate Dragon brought a different style to that cruiserweight division. When everyone's doing high flying, he was working the mat, he was working the legs, he was doing a lot of that stuff as well. So usually I always appreciated him versus like the bigger ones. So like him versus Rey Mysterio, they had some amazing matches. So him and Eddie I never really watched, and then I started like looking up for this cast, and I was like, damn, they actually had really good chemistry. So yeah, him versus Eddie, Ultimate Dragon.
Yep.
You have any other ones?
Just to pick I guess my favorite one is Chris Jericho versus Eddie Guerrero. Also one of the nights. No, let me make sure I got the date. Hold on. And this one is from Fallboro '97.
Yeah.
And that's for the Cruiserweight Championship. And Eddie Guerrero challenges Chris Jericho.
Yep.
So this was at the time, the reason I liked this match so much was this at the time was like my favorite versus my second favorite.
Yeah.
In WCW. Because Jericho was the man. That's all.
Yeah, and that's when he was full blown like Monday Night Jericho and shit, right? Or was
I
he
believe so.
Still?
And I believe this is when he first got Rufus.
Rufus. Okay, so yeah, it was during that time then.
And then this is when after he won the championship. So yeah. Do you know the one thing about it is that you can kind of this one if you watch this today, this one looks like more like a New Japan match. Yeah. Like the style that they both have, like really, really Jericho in this match.
Yeah.
But like, it's a long match. It's 18 minutes. I mean, that's not that long, but you know what I mean. They get time because it's a pay-per-view. They get time. But like, you get character Eddie, like full blown, because he's the bad guy. Yeah. Also, yeah, I kind of don't remember Jericho being a good guy when he was a face, because he's always been a jerk. Yeah. But like, you just see he's not the one doing the underhanded stuff in the match. Like, it's kind of a big role reversal from what you're used to. Yeah. And like, they're both crisp and on fire. This kind of just like, if you want to see like, okay, when people go, man, when was Jericho good? This is when Jericho was really good. Like, if you want to see him do every move like that he used to do perfectly, is in this match. Yeah. Like everything, and that's why I say it's like, it seemed like it's that longer format, New Japan style. This is like a for the real money for the championship. It felt like it. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But like, this is one I don't think people really like bring up there, because it's WCW. Yeah. It's WCW. WCW, and it's been like how many? About almost 20 years. If this is 97, it's almost 30. Yeah. So almost a lot of years behind us. The last thing I'll mention, just because I just really enjoy watching the clips of Eddie Guerrero cheating. There's a YouTube clip that pretty much has all his like big moments of cheating in wrestling, and one of my favorite ones, and I think he was fighting Mr. Kennedy at the time, is when Mr. Kennedy he actually forces Mr. Kennedy to run into the ref, and then you just see the enjoyment of his and the smile on his face with the fans. The fans and him connect right then and there, and he's so happy that he gets to cheat. So he goes off out the ring really slowly, brings back the chair,
and that's when you hear you get the him clanking the chair and then throwing it at Mr. Kennedy and like, oh shit, he hit me in the face and shit. That's like one of my favorite fucking clips, and to this day, it's like one of my favorite ones.
Yeah,
but you see a lot of them on that one clip. Like they have a whole bunch of his cheating moments.
I was gonna say the thing I dislike is how smooth he was, like almost all the time. Though.
Yeah. But that one in particular was the fact that Eddie at the time was rolling a baby face at the time, because that was I think that was after his after he won the title. It was during that time when he was champion and stuff like that. But it also was the fact that, again, the fans was with him with that whole thing. So basically, just the moment of him smiling at the fans and the fans just going erupt and him going slowly out the ring, like da da da, grabbing the chair, about to do damage, and then he's staring at the ref while he's doing it, and then that's when he throws it and then knocks himself goes for. Ricochet did tribute to that last year, I think.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
You know, all right, listen, he had that and he got murdered by AJ Styles, and that was two of the most awesome things that happened that
yeah.
he needs a little bit more credit. You know what?
So yeah, our first one was Eddie Guerrero. Check out those. We have them on YouTube. Probably on the YouTube link. We'll send the links of those matches so you could guys check them out. But yeah, Eddie will be next. At the end of the cast, we'll pick the next person. So we'll be looking for matches of whoever we choose towards the end of the cast. So next will be the Weekend Wrestling. We have Monday Night Raw kicking off with Seth freaking Rollins kicking up the challenge to Cody Rhodes. I don't know what kind of suit this was. It was a jumpsuit. I don't know, but it looked cool.
He is out of his mind. How did Becky let him leave the house like this? You know what? They're both out their mind.
Yeah.
But it works. It works so well.
Yeah, they do the whole promo, and he also challenged him to a match of his choosing. Towards the end of the night, he'll get to choose the opponent, and then Cody accepts the match.
I like how he got to him, though.
Yeah.
I like how Cody got to him. He pissed Seth off.
Yeah.
So, that's why I like the promo.
Yeah, it was a cool promo. We'll go back and forth, and then he's working Seth. Seth is a fucking great character, so keep.
Because he got him to admit he lost.
Yeah.
That's
bullshit.
I like it.
The first match we got of the night was Sasha Banks and Naomi defeat Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan for the War Women's Championship. Solid match.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah. But then at the end of the match, we actually got finally the turn.
What's up with this girl?
And the beatdown.
Why they keep feeding these lambs to this lion? What is up? Is there like a line on her contract that's up there in NXT that say no tag teams after Raquel, and every time she gets put in one, she's just gonna kill you?
That's pretty much what's gonna happen. Sadly, Liv Morgan gets a beat down by and Riptide by Rhea Ripley. So
Poor shame.
The heel.
It's just,
go ahead.
The thing is just they paint her as a sore loser.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it out there. They do.
I don't like losing.
Because what happened in the match was Liv couldn't stop Sasha from stopping the count.
Yeah.
Because she hit her with the Riptide when she thought Liv had her. Because she was looking at her. She tried. Sasha got out. She hit her with a backstabber sideways, and Liv kind of rolled out. But whatever. She ain't stop her. So, I don't know. That's not a sore loser to me.
But yeah, she got beat down. Heel Ripley coming at you.
Is that being a heel?
Yeah, she's being a sore loser. That's bad.
Is it bad?
Yes.
Is it Rhea Ripley? I don't know.
Anyway, she did heel tactics and beat the crap out of Liv Morgan.
I think she earned it.
Yeah.
If you look like Rhea Ripley, come on. What do you expect out of her? I'm not saying book by a cover type of thing, but she even beats people down. So what do you expect?
We got Bianca Belair toss Sonya Deville aside. Like the promos, like the back and forth.
She dropped her like a sack of potatoes. It was hilarious, dude.
Yep.
This was great.
And she paid the dollar fine.
I loved how they set her up. It's messed up.
Sonya brought that to herself.
Nah, man. Why you get set up by your coworker? That's messed up.
Because you've been fucking up.
That's messed up. Like, damn, she slipping that hard. She worth $1. Is what you trying to tell me? She worth $1. All right.
We got Veer defeating Jeff Brooks. Poor Jeff Brooks.
Defeating. Mauling. Murder in the ring.
So Veer reminds me of our early day Rusev.
Okay. I guess
before Lana.
Oh, okay.
When he was the strangler, and he just like had your name on a wooden plank and break it before the match.
Oh, okay.
So that's, and then also his moveset it's very similar to Rusev.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Except for the camel clutch, he's doing it from the side. That's the difference.
Wow. I see. I never watched young Rusev.
I'm a little disappointed with it. I'm just like, it's just a repeat of Rusev, and I like Rusev. Anyway,
I'm just saying, he's a charismatic guy. I don't know why I don't just talk. Have you ever seen the casual pictures of Veer?
Yeah,
he looks like he could be on that meme of the most was it interesting dude in the world.
Yeah.
Just put a Dos Equis in his hand and let him wear a suit. That's it.
Yeah.
Come on, man. What? Because Jinder wear a suit, he can't wear a suit too? What are you trying to say? One Indian got to be a savage? Come on.
One has to.
You can't have too many smart.
You can't.
Don't start, Murr.
Jinder's not that smart either, though.
You're going to make me mad.
Jinder to be doing some dumb shit.
But I'm just saying, come on. If you've seen casual Veer, I kind of think this is it.
You know what's funny? Like, I think almost every federation right now has that savage Indian guy.
Yeah, almost, right?
Impact has one.
That's what I'm about to say.
AEW has
have
one
both.
now.
They have both, actually.
Yeah.
They have the smart, sophisticated one.
Yeah.
That schemes, because he schemed on the other one the last time I watched Impact. That's messed up.
Yeah. But he's not there no more.
No, not Raheem. There's another another one, and then there's this big dude that was introduced the last time I watched.
Yeah.
And there was another guy who the previous weeks he was trying to get him to come on, we're Indian, we gotta stick together. That type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it, Mark. It was savagery actually.
Yeah.
Why it gotta be like that?
Everyone has one now.
Why they gotta they gotta fight
and they all
other.
booked the same too. It's not like they all different. No, they're all booked exactly the same.
Yeah, that's true. And that's somebody. I mean, listen, they making money. So
I'll say Jinder's slightly different than all of them.
Yeah, but he has to try because he has now. Don't get me started about Jinder's fall from grace.
All right, we go to the lie detector test on KO show.
This was actually good because Chad Gable was the MVP.
Yeah. He was the one that was taking the lie detector test and actually lined up fighting Ezekiel, and Ezekiel won by DQ.
Mm-hmm. I thought the whole thing was great. It was silly. It was silly in the right way, but I love Chad Gable with the glasses.
Yeah. It was actually pretty funny. And then KO's part, it was always fun. It was actually a really fucking segment. We got Street Profits versus RK Bro. Again, we've seen this quite a few times, but I see where they're going. I see kind of like they're trying to build extra rivalries within rivalries within the tag division. So I'm fine with this, but again, you kind of got this quite a few times this month. So
it's just again. It's just begging for them to unify the titles because nobody's home.
Yeah. We got Theory defeats Finn Balor. I called this last week, and I knew that would be the title that Theory will win. I was not surprised. Like it was not like that. The match was okay. It wasn't a bad match. It's just like you knew exactly where this was going.
Yeah, I guess that's the main reason I'm disappointed because it's just like
And why all those guys come out and celebrate with him? What, McMahon made them?
Yes.
Yeah. He's like, go celebrate.
Yes.
Yeah, I ain't doing nothing. Do something.
Yeah. Yes. Yes to all these. Yes.
The double commitment ceremony brought the 24/7 title to Mayhem.
It was big and dumb.
It was.
This was a lot more entertaining than Rusev and Lana. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, because R-Truth.
Yeah,
R-Truth was gold in this whole segment.
And then the whole thing at the end with Tamina and the switch, which was just like, why you gotta be greedy like that?
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
And then our main event was Cody Rhodes defeats Kevin Owens. Really good match. Beat him by a countout.
Yes, sir. Very, very good match. But also, my favorite part was when Seth Rollins showed up.
Yeah.
And threw Cody off the post. Son, and looked like he killed him.
Yep. He tried. Didn't work because he's still alive. So he failed.
Seth he's gonna hurt somebody.
He should. You know what you should do, Seth? Go to AEW for one night and just stomp the shit out of QT Marshall. Make me happy.
Don't you know? How dare you?
Or you could just go to or just go to a Planet Hollywood and just like kick the shit out of his shoes.
He's in enough pain right now.
He probably is. He's probably in like a body cast right now.
He's probably in a tank full of ice right now.
Right, like Boba Fett.
Oh, snap.
The healing chamber.
Mm-hmm.
The Planet Hollywood money. That's your healing chamber. No wonder they still
don't make fun of him. Don't make fun of him. How dare you?
All right. What you give money at, bro?
I'm gonna give it a B+.
Okay.
I don't think it was the best Raw. You know, we've had way more entertaining Raws. I think the stuff they tried with the entertainment stuff, it wasn't terrible.
No, it wasn't. I get B+. I'll go B. Just the fact that I'm gonna give this credit when it comes to like repeating matches that we have gotten a couple of times this month. So, yeah, slightly points off of that.
At least they had the upset, with the quote unquote upset in the Street Profits match.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. Go to NXT. And we kick off with Drake and Gibson. Took issues with the new NXT Tag Team Champions. Pretty deadly. So it looks like they're going to build up for a match later on that night. No, they actually did not get a title match. It was Loomis and the other dude.
Yeah, it ended up being they got provoked.
Yes. Into
Loomis and...
I do like Pretty Deadly, so I'm actually happy they're in NXT.
And Duke.
Yes. Braun Breaker went out and on a hunt for Joe Gacy.
This just brings into question all types of what is NXT neutral grounds?
Yeah.
Is it? Can you get away with capital offenses?
I think you get away with murder if as long as it's in the building.
I mean, well, yeah, there was the zombie ref. Somebody killed him.
I guess as long as it's inside the NXT building, it's all game.
Do you think Dexter Loomis killed the ref?
I think he killed a couple people.
Okay, all right.
I don't see them no more, so. Tiffany Stratton defeats Saray. It was a match.
I thought the match was okay.
Huh?
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She still needs work.
It just kind of seems like we know Saray is like, she's actually okay. Would you know? Have you ever seen her outside of America?
Yes, I have seen her in Stardom.
No, like most of the girls that come from places like Stardom, they have some seasoning on them. They are not fresh, right? Yeah. So it just kind of seems messed up how they always have people like her just getting ass beat.
Yeah.
And also, these types of feuds, I mean, it's like.
And this was, I think this was a match that Saray should have won because it's kind of going back and getting her revenge for the stolen necklace. Maybe because she don't have the necklace back.
Yeah, that's true. But it's just like.
I knew that was going to come into play too. That fucking necklace.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. She is a magical girl now. That's her character.
I do like the finish. When she actually does it good, it looks beautiful. But she has fucked up that move a couple of times. So,
are you talking about the spin?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it was okay. It was nothing special.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was just, I just didn't like the outcome. That's me being.
Look, even NXT has their own big Indian guy, Grayson Waller versus Snog. Defeat
Yeah.
Snag.
Oh yeah, the bodyguard. This
Yeah.
is true. Yeah.
Just all hiring.
Wait, well, but wasn't he in a tag team before with one of the other guys?
He was with Veer.
It was with. Okay, it was Veer. It was.
It wasn't Veer. Yeah, because Shanky wasn't with Veer. Shanky came in later.
Mm-hmm.
No, he was with Veer. Yeah.
Yeah, he was with Veer.
Legado de Fantasma defeat Drake and Gibson. And it looks
This
like
was actually pretty good. I not gonna lie. Like I thought this was actually really, really good. Again, they just be losing though.
Yep.
They just what is their win-loss record? They ain't win none.
I know they just been and then it looks like they were breaking up anyway.
Excuse me?
It looks like they're breaking up the Grizzled Young Vets.
No. Yes.
Whatever. Carmelo Hayes defeats Santo Escobar. I was a little disappointed with the win. I kind of want Santo to win.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah.
Good match.
Mm-hmm.
And then now Carmelo Hayes is in the North American title. So it's going to be him, Hayes, and Solo Suka in a triple threat for the North American title.
I don't want to say that I feel like there has to be a very long title reign, but I kind of feel like Solo's going to win.
Yeah. I hope Cameron Grimes keeps it. I hope so. Natalya defeats Tatum Paxley by submission.
Mm-hmm.
This is where you can tell the full green of what NXT women are fighting Natty, because this girl's really green.
True enough.
Yeah, but
she's
I think
like
that's why
the newest. The newest one of the Diamond Mine, right?
Yeah. Well, she's not really 100% Diamond Mine.
No, yeah, because she's the one she's the recruit or whatever.
Yeah. She did okay. Like you can see where the green comes in, but this is why Natty's in NXT. This is to her to shape up a lot of these girls. And it was okay. Nothing special. Zai Quinn versus Wesley. I'm glad they actually put Wesley in a singles match. I think he can actually be a solid single competitor if they just give him a shot. Zai Quinn, I really don't care about no more. So, whatever.
I thought it was a good match.
Yeah.
They need to give. I guess this is their attempt to give him some personality of just provoking Wesley before the match.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
He just comes off like a dickhead, but I mean, you at least you understand he was just trying to get him to have a fight, to clear his head in the end. So whatever, but like it's not a compelling story, is it?
No. We got Roxanne Perez defeats Jace Jane. That Perez is gonna leave that name once she goes to the main roster.
This is true.
It was supposed to be next week her debut, but this lineup being her debut match, she looks solid.
Yeah, she's really. But come on, like for as young as she is, doesn't she actually have a lot more experience than they pretend that she does?
Yes, she's been there. She's been in reality wrestling for about 4 or 5 years.
So like I figured this is a walk in the park for her.
They're
treating her like the new girl, but in reality, it's the other way around because. Obviously, JC is probably newer than whatchamacallit than her.
She was trained by Booker T.
Yeah, and yes, Vic just told me in my head.
Yes, he did. Pretty Deadly defeats Dexter Lumis and Duke Hudson to retain the tag team titles. I actually liked the match.
Yes,
it was fun.
Actually, very good, very good. Cause I think that's the thing, and I think the 3 of them know each other. I guess.
Yeah.
Right, because I think those other 2 guys have fought. In some capacity too, because wasn't he in UK or no?
Duke Hudson? No.
He was never over there.
He was in NXT, and then he was tagging with this dude from TM61.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember? They were like they were part of the early her club, her business.
Oh wow! Yes, yeah. I don't even remember that. Wow.
Yeah, it was
Wasn't even that long ago.
early when they started. When he first started managing Bobby Lashley, and then he was trying to recruit this dude and Duke Hudson during that time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, thank God you called him the guy from TM81 because don't call him Slapjack.
Yeah, I forgot that his name was Slapjack. That's right. I don't know his TM81. 2AM61.
Good old Slapjack.
Good old Slapjack.
No, Shane Haste, I think is his
name. Shane Thorne.
Well, yeah, Thorne was in WWE.
Yeah,
I think
Thorne.
He's back to Haste now.
Yeah. Okay. Now he's teaming with Jonah again.
Yeah, because they're using the Mighty again.
Yeah, they're in New
Was
Japan.
Jonah an original member?
Yes.
He was.
I'm not sure. Okay. Yes. Now Joe Gacy gave Braun Breaker his father's Hall of Fame ring in exchange for a title match.
I thought he set it on fire. That was a joke. He gave him a melted piece of crap.
Yep.
I don't recall him giving him something melted, but did they show it?
Yes, they showed it in the end. Because they showed when he first talked to him that he burned the ring and then burned it to his finger, and then he gave it him to the end because he wanted a title match.
You know what? I checked that out.
All right. NXT, where you give it?
C plus.
That
was some rough stuff.
Yeah,
story-wise.
It was
the
hard
stuff
to watch.
They wanted me to buy.
Yeah, I'm gonna give C+.
I'm not mad at the wrestling matches. Like even the Natty training course, nothing was bad. It's just some of the story stuff they wanted me, so it was kind of weak.
Yeah, I'll give it. I'll agree with that score. All right, we go to AEW, and we kick off with CM Punk versus Dustin Rhodes.
That was a good match. That was a damn good match.
Good
Lord.
I will say I was a little off at the ending because I understand the selling of the leg and whatnot, but how it went, it kind of lost me.
More of a technical thing than
other than that, I did like
okay.
the match. I feel like a lot of people in AEW should have watched that match because the stories they were telling, they were working body parts, they were working the leg, they were working the leg, and Dustin still fucking got it. He still could go with anybody. So,
agreed.
Really good match.
Agreed. Very, very good match. So I think, honestly, probably one of my favorite matches this week.
Yeah.
Just thinking about Monday. Tuesday. No. Yeah. The one thing I will say, I get it was Punk. I wish Dustin would win some.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind him being TNT champ.
And then they also teasing him, him and Hangman. Hangman comes out when Punk leaves.
Well, yeah, Punk and Hangman, yeah.
Yep. So they're teasing that as well.
Go
ahead.
Wait, isn't he? Oh no, they keep saying he's close to being. He's not number one, right?
He should be number one, actually.
Gotcha. Because his record, I think they said 16-1 or something.
Yeah.
Like or 17-1 with this win.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Blackpool Combat Club versus.
Oh, man. All right. Well. I think I found my
Brock Anderson and Dante Martin.
Yeah. I think I might have to change my mind on what was my favorite match this week. Oh man, it's just great to see these guys whoop people's asses.
Yeah,
I just put that out there.
I would just say I'm a little. I miss Evil Brian a little bit. He's not as evil as he used to be.
Cause he's happy, man.
I know. I want him to beat people's ass though. He's not. I miss that heel. I think that was the heel. That's a heel that the AEW's kind of missing. And
that's the. I was gonna say, that's the solo match, Brian.
Yeah.
Right. I guess.
Now they're doing trios all the time. They need a theme.
I mean, I was about to say what you were about to say. A title.
They do need a trios title because they've been putting a lot of people in trio matches.
Yeah, they do, and
ROH has
If
one.
I'm not I was gonna ask. That was my next question.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, ROH has one,
Yeah.
right?
I
So,
think
yes.
it's Grisham's group that has them.
All right, boys, time to get to work.
Yeah. We got Tony Khan's major announcement, and then Warlow versus Butcher.
It actually went over well.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was a bad segment, and that led into the match.
Yeah.
I thought the match wasn't great. Yeah. You know what I mean? I've seen more fun and exciting Warlow matches, but which is not terrible.
Forbidden Door Chicago on June 26th is going to be New Japan and AEW going to co-line a pay-per-view in Chicago. And then we also got Ishii in the Owen Hart tournament on this Friday versus Cole. That was the announcement. And then, again, we got this match. I didn't care for it. I knew where it was going to go. At least he's still building that story. And at least you keep me interested in seeing Warlow eventually get his hands on MJF.
He just has to do a record number of power bombs. That's the only thing I ask. That's it. Yeah. That's it.
We got the Owen Hart Foundation men's tournament qualifier. We got Jungle Boy versus Kyle O'Reilly. Jungle Boy wins.
Kyle whooped that man ass.
Yeah.
That's if they don't know, hopefully they saw. Kyle O'Reilly is a bad motherfucker.
Yeah,
so that's all I'm saying.
They're gonna keep him in a tag team. He ain't gonna be a singles in AEW. I feel that. I feel that way.
I hope not.
I actually thought, honestly, I would have liked Kyle O'Reilly to actually win this match, but it is what it is.
Same.
Hook in action, and yeah, he just beats the shit out of somebody.
R.I.P.
Yep. And then Guevara Sky promo.
Well, no, you didn't finish with Hook.
Oh,
Dan Housing came out.
Yeah, Dan Housing. Yes, Dan Housing.
He came out and
challenged him.
Cursed him again, and said, "Don't ignore my curse. You can't ignore my curse."
I'm actually liking their whole thing. Because then you see him backstage. I think it was on Rampage or something backstage, and then he was like, "You got my attention."
Oh, they stepped on all those chips, man. You can't do that. Can't waste chips.
Damn, all them chips on the floor. Mm-hmm. I did like the Dan Housing thing. The Hook looks solid. Again, he was just he just beat the crap out of somebody.
Well, I remember that dude. That dude was from NXT,
and then he was in
yeah, he was in a lot of things. He was in well, you didn't get to see him on Dark, but he was on Dark for a little bit.
But he also was just another victim.
Yes, man.
Qualifier, Hart Foundation match, tournament qualifier, Breaker versus Danielle Kamal. It was nice seeing her. It was okay, man.
That was actually pretty. It was fun because you know what? She's good at playing the villainess.
Yeah.
And then getting beat up. So yeah, I didn't expect her to win. You come on, man. You saw when Britt came out there. They damn near was hanging out the rafters.
If you're in Pittsburgh, that's her home. So.
But I'm just gonna say, she's probably like the most popular wrestler in AEW.
Yeah.
When she goes to her hometown, I know. Well, CM Punk. Okay, but like of the people from there, it's definitely her because nobody's hometown does that. Like they do that for her. Ricky's was close, but he ain't had the band. I thought he was gonna have the band.
Yeah.
But they was out the rafters for her. I'm just saying that's good to see.
That's good. Britt Baker wins. She's in the Owen Hart tournament, and they had a little promo later on. No, they did that on Fridays. Sorry, off back. All these things all combined to me sometimes. And then we have the Coffin match: Darby Allin versus Andrade. LEB.
Grown man versus his angry ass teenage son. Stepson. Yeah.
It was a good match.
It was a good match. Tried to whoop that man's ass. But you know what? This one wasn't as one-sided. I will say.
It was back and forth, yeah. I enjoyed it.
But then they cheated. They cheated at the end.
And then Sting came out.
Jose came out. Sting came out. Yo, Sting with the Sting mask?
Yeah.
Son. Sting with the Sting mask. They got to make a toy of that. Yeah. They have to. Fan Sting with the Sting. Oh.
That was cool. So and that's how we end AEW. What do you give AEW?
I'm going to give it I liked mostly all the matches, too. Yeah. I'm going to have to give it a A-.
I'm gonna go B. There's things that are off on the show. I liked the first match. I think the opening match was probably the best match of the night. The Coffin match kind of like I just knew what kind of shit show was gonna be. The only thing that was missing was Jeff Hardy jumping off something.
We got Sting.
We got Sting though. We did get Sting, and Sting is crazy. He crazy old man. He's just trying to keep up with everybody.
I'm just saying this. Listen, there are things that keep bumping up my score are just the things that are just like when you think about what you just said you heard, you're like, God damn, that shit makes me happy, man. Fucking Sting jumping off stuff. Yeah. The Blackpool Combat Club. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Kyle O'Reilly busting ass. Even though he lost, I still like the way he busts ass. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going a little low. I thought the show could have been better.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna go B. Still a good score. I did watch Impact because this was the last night that we were actually on the TV. So if you actually watch Impact on the right side of the entranceway, you'll see me, Josh, and Julio a lot.
Yes, sir.
It was a good show too. We pretty much kicked off with the Major Brothers, and then they fought Nunzio and They fought Nunzio and what's his name and what's his name? I forgot his name.
Not Big Vito.
Not Big Vito. Big Vito. I don't think he does wrestling anymore.
No, he doesn't.
It was Little Guido and Tony Mamaluke.
That's crazy. The OG ones too.
Yeah.
Really? They still?
Yeah.
Because I know. Well, no. I know. Okay, I know. So is Nunzio's the smallest guy, right?
Yeah, but he was in WWE. He was Nunzio, but in ECW, he was Little Guido.
He's Little Guido. So is he back too?
He's not wrestling. He does local shit in Philadelphia. Like he's from Philadelphia, so he does local stuff in Philly.
So what are they calling him? Like what's he?
He's Little Guido.
Yeah. Back to cool.
Little Guido. So they came out during Major Players promo, coming in as their new group and everything like that, and then they had a match. The Major Brothers won. Cardona had a match with Lil Guido. Cardona won. And then Morrissey comes out and whoop people's ass. And then Brian Myers comes in. And then Jordan Grace comes for the save. Jesus Christ. And then it was actually really good. And they chokeslammed Cardona through a table.
Nice.
We got Honor No More versus the Bullet Club. That was actually a solid match.
Okay.
That was actually really fun to watch. We had Trey Miguel, Laredo Kid versus Mike Bailey and Ace Austin. That was actually pretty solid as well. And I think that ended the match. And then pretty much we ended with Moose Apology headlined the show. And then him and Josh Alexander had like one last beat down with each other and stuff like that to go into the pay-per-view. Again, I'm going to be biased with the show. It was an A+ because we were there, but it was actually a really good show. And honestly, I think Moose and Josh Alexander is probably one of the best title storylines this year.
Yeah, that's true.
And Josh
Alexander beat the man's wife up. He beat the man's wife up in front of his son.
Yes. I'm still mad that he didn't get a gun. Like, we always tell you, buy a gun when it gets personal like that, and I don't shoot people, so
Arn Anderson can't be everywhere, man. It's a damn shame.
You know, they haven't that has never been brought up again.
They probably told him, come on.
Let's stop that shit.
I'm still mad the shirt I didn't sell a shirt.
Yeah.
With the gun on it.
I will just highlight this real fast because it was a really good NXT UK. I did watch it because Josh was telling me to watch the tag team title match, which was fantastic. But just NXT UK, Sam Gradwell versus Kenny Williams, really back alley brawl was solid. You had Mella McKenzie versus Stevie Turner. That was okay as well, but the main event was what to watch. It was the UK Tag Team Champions, Mustache Mountain, defeats Oliver Carter and Ashton Smith in a 2 out of 3 falls tag team title match. It was really fucking good.
Mm-mm.
And it looks like they're about to break up Tet Severn Tyler Bates ends. But really good match. Definitely check that out if you get a chance for UK. So UK will get an A+ with that too, because that match was fantastic. And then Jordan Devlin is gonna fight Dragunov very soon. So stay tuned to
Jesus. That too. Wow. All right, I'm gonna have to find some NXT UK. Good God.
UK. This has been really good. So now we go into Friday Night SmackDown, and we kick off with contract signing. It was Ronda Rousey turning the tables on Charlotte Flair. She finally gets the beatdown on Charlotte Flair.
I mean, I guess it's still not even.
Yeah,
it's nowhere near even. Poor Gulak. You know what I'm saying?
Gulak
he gets himself. Yo, why she yoke him up though? She ain't. Come on,
nothing. He did nothing to deserve that. I would sue if I was Gulak.
He should have said, "Touch me and I sue. Touch me and I sue."
I will sue Charlotte. I'll sue Ronda. I'll sue Pierce, putting my life in danger.
See, if you could bring in Mark Sterling, he would just show up on the other show again. Yo,
he'll be the multiverse guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Then we got the first match was Xavier Woods defeats Butch with the Rolling Woods.
The backwoods.
The backwoods
is what he called. Yeah,
he named it.
I love it. I love this match. I love this feud. It was great.
It was good.
It was my favorite thing from SmackDown. Yep, it was my favorite thing from SmackDown.
Gunther destroys a man.
Local man. So that guy, he gets around. He was on Dark like last week.
Teddy Goods. Teddy Goods is his name, but he's no good anymore.
Nah, they broke everything.
Gunther.
They broke everything.
Beats the crap out of him. We got Riddle defeats Jey Uso this time.
Crazy. I wasn't expecting that.
Yep.
Come on, main event Jey Uso. What's happening?
We got Natalya and Shayna Baszler interrupt the women's tag team champions, and now they're going for the tag titles.
Natalya's outfit interrupts the tag team champions.
Yes. I think she got no boobs, and she's her.
And Shayna's like, I just want the titles. Just give me the titles, please.
Put those out the way.
Hey, go ahead. You stayed over there. Oh, I need somebody to make some funny fan. Some of that guy that makes the funny fan art. It should just be a pair of boobs in Natalia's outfit, standing next to cartoon Shayna Baszler. Oh, that would be hilarious.
Madcap Moss defeats Angel.
I mean, good for him, right?
Yeah, and then Corbin beats him up and takes
bad
his
for
trophy.
him. Corbin is just, you can't ever beat Corbin down, because as soon as he loses the next week, he's doing some other dastardly act.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Then we have a lumberjack match between Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn, and then no contest.
I thought this was pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought the whole thing around it was good. I liked the little backstory. I like when he went to Roman like the Godfather.
Yep.
Like,
I would not mind. I would not pass Sami Zayn being a little part of the bloodline.
Or at least like the errand boy.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't put it past him.
He's the test dummy. He's the dude that you pull out if someone's shooting.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Anyway, it was a solid SmackDown.
It was solid. I gotta give it credit. It's been better, because remember we've been saying Raw's been good, SmackDown, and it's been 2 weeks in a row, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give this one an A-.
A-? I'll give it around that. Yeah, I'll give it A-. You have a lot of stories that I'm interested in. You building the actual matches that are coming up. Fine. I love the Xavier and Butch. I actually really like that match.
I'm telling you, it's so good. It's so good.
That little spider monkey. And then
he gets lost after every match. Yeah. I love that too. Yep.
Yeah. And he slaps everybody. He slaps Sheamus. He hits everyone. And then we got AEW Rampage. We kick off with Adam Cole versus Ishii.
That was actually a pretty good match.
Yeah.
But I do have a problem. It's just that it seems so predictable that the Japanese guys are gonna come in and lose.
Yeah.
Because they're not gonna stay long. That's the whole thing. I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Mark? Like it that's the only thing that takes me out of the match a little bit is
Yeah.
like I'm an Ishii guy. I want him to win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I didn't like.
He did double work because he was on Sunday's pay-per-view as well.
Oh,
He fought Jonah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, dude.
That was a really good match. I think that was one of my favorite matches on the card. I think it was a really good match. Yeah, he fought Jonah. And he won, I think, too.
He won. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He brainbusted Jonah.
What? Come on, don't say that.
That big boy, yeah. So seeing him brainbuster that big boy, and then Adam Cole, his little ass, got his ass down.
But Adam Cole is taller than him.
Adam Cole probably weighs as much of Jonah is about 300 something pounds. He weighs about the same weight as his leg, and Ishii lifts his ass and went toe to toe to him, and then I'm supposed to believe that Adam Cole could do that to him.
He physically did it to him. He dropped him on his head, on his knee.
Yeah,
he did.
I don't believe it.
I don't know what else to tell you. Physics.
Stone Wolf.
Physics.
Stone Dog is not so stone in AEW. I'm just saying.
No, he's a little bit more like a rubber pit bull.
Yeah, he's like the toy.
Exactly.
Because I saw the Stone Dog in Impact Wrestling. I didn't see no stone here. I saw rubber.
His head bounced off the post.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget they did cheat him. That's the other thing. They cheated.
Cheated.
Not like they beat him fair and square.
All right, match. It was good. Again, I saw Jonah versus him, and that was a lot better. So there we go. Lance Archer versus Serpentico.
R.I.P.
Yeah, he died. No one cared. Eddie Kingston versus Daniel Garcia. I actually liked the match. It was a lot of shit talking in that match too.
That was a very good match. That was a very, very good match. Again, I'm just saying, keep an eye on Daniel Garcia, man. He knows the right things to do in a wrestling match.
And then our main event was Jade Cargill versus Mir Sharif, and that was
again disappointment number 2. Again, this not great match that with Marina Shafir in it.
Yeah.
But I will say she got her ass whooped.
Yeah.
And like she sold her ass off, so I was like, all right, well, at least it was that.
Yeah.
But you know what took me out the match is that Jay was doing submissions and she didn't know how to do them.
Yeah.
Yet she kept going back to it and going back to it and going back to it, and it was just like she's trying to show she can do it, but she's not quite there where she naturally just does it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think when you're not that sharp, let Marina get offense because she got her ass kicked for 95% of the match.
Yeah, I feel like it should have been more of a back and forth because he's showcasing Mir Sharif being the submission specialist, being this powerhouse as well, and then it goes into like it was halfly one-sided.
It was one-sided.
Yeah.
It was 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they had the baddies outside, which again it just really does look odd. Red Velvet kissing on her forehead and them patting him. It just forgiveness, huh?
Yeah.
It's a hell of a thing.
Yep. What do you give Rampage?
I give it a B-. Everything except the last match I like.
Yeah,
even Serpentico dying. Sorry.
I'll go C+. I'll say the main event, and I didn't care for. I had my issues with the Ishii Cole match, but also the squash match. That man died, and I just didn't care for the guy enough to care. I did like the little promos in between. You had Britt Baker, Tony Storm, and Jamie Hayter all kind of like in the tournament and kind of talking shit and who's gonna win or not. So it's gonna be interesting. See, hopefully this tournament is good. All right.
Is it? What round is it? Is it still first round?
It's qualifiers right now, so they haven't even gone to the first round yet.
Gotcha.
So I think we get more.
That means there's gonna be a lot of people in it. So
yeah,
I hope they do
16?
use it.
Or no,
I hope there's some surprises left. Right?
Yeah. No, I think it's eight people. So let's see. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna write it down and check to see. Owen Hart tournament.
Because I believe it's only one match.
Yeah, it's one match per person. Yeah.
Like one match per week. It's not two of those matches, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, because one. Okay, isn't next week also Sheeta versus
So it's supposed to be like 16.
Okay, 16.
Two,
Gotcha.
4, 6. Yeah. Because it's two brackets.
Is it also named already? The people?
No, they're
Everybody?
doing it little by little.
Okay. All right.
They haven't named
That's
the
cool.
whole tournament. They haven't put the whole bracket yet up. So
Okay.
you have people that already are in it, and then you have the brackets are still being filled up. So I think you're still gonna have qualifier matches throughout this week and next.
You think is it anybody you think you would like to see?
I would like to see Athena.
Okay.
I would like to see Tegan Knox. Those are only two. Like anyone outside of AEW, I like to see. I think Ruby qualified.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. Again, hopefully they'll have the brackets up win of everyone who qualified, because I have no clue who qualified besides Tony Storm and Britt Baker, because they were the last ones that did.
Yes, sir.
And Jamie Hayter. I think round one is Jamie Hayter and Tony Storm.
Okay. Yeah, well, it makes sense why they got so much heat right now.
Yeah.
They're going at each other. They want to kill each other.
Yeah. All right. That's our weekend wrestling. We'll give a review of Impact Rebellion next week, so you get a chance to fully watch the whole thing. It was a solid pay-per-view. I'll say they do have 2 YouTube matches as inspiration and influence, and they also have Eddie Edwards versus Chris Bay.
Okay, cool.
Now the podcast you listen to. I honestly was kind of backed up with podcasts. I did not really listen to much this week. I did listen to Kevin Owens on After the Bell.
Okay, I heard that one too.
That was actually a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to part 2 of the William Regal one on Talk Is Jericho last week, and he just goes like off and off like he rambles the storylines, and that's the only thing that gets me. Other than that, I actually like what I hear from Regal.
Yes, sir.
Who else was on? I think Renee Paquette had Big Swole on.
Okay, gotcha.
I didn't get to listen to that one though. Mm-hmm. And then Chris Van Vliet had Adam Page on it as well. So some good things to listen to. I saw this other interview. I was meant to listen to it because I just kind of want to see his point of view and shit. But Jack Gallagher was on this WWE podcast. I don't know. I've never listened to their podcast. I just saw him having an interview on there. I was very interested. I was kind of interested to see where he's at this point. I know a lot of people don't want to work with a lot of those dudes now, so who knows?
I mean, that's the price to pay, right?
Yeah. If you fucked up, you fucked up. Cause I know. Let's say Dorado cut out 2 matches because he didn't want to work with this guy, Marty Swall.
Gotcha.
Anyway, yeah. So there's some podcasts to listen to. Always shout out to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. They actually had a really good show this week too. They actually talked about the heel turn with the Major Brothers on Major Players on Impact Wrestling as well. So if you want to hear more of insight on that, check that out. And last but not least, for the wrestling retrospect. So I get to pick this week.
Yes, sir.
Who am I gonna pick? You did Eddie. I was like, all right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go Booker T.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, Booker T. I think that's a good one. He has some good ones. He has some ones that a lot of people don't talk about because it was for the U.S. Like a lot of people didn't really highlight the U.S. title as being a really good division. And at one point in time when Diamond Dallas Page had the title and it was going back and forth between Booker and Brett, they had some really good matches during that time.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so I think Brett and Booker had some really good ones. DDP and Booker had some good ones. There's a lot of good matches with that. There's a lot of underrated matches with Booker T with the television title.
Yeah,
he has a lot of history in that. So yeah, Booker T is gonna be mine this week.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna look up some Booker T matches and we'll come back to you.
Do I have to cut off Booker T versus Triple H?
You know, it's funny. You don't, because I don't think they considered that one of his best matches.
Okay.
Because we usually, again, we're going.
It's one of his most
underrated.
memorable. I know that.
Yeah, it's one of the most memorable. I think the Supermarket Brawl is like probably the most memorable one.
Yeah, but I don't think it doesn't count because there was no ref.
Yeah, it was just a beatdown.
Like Austin didn't get a pinfall for that.
No, it was just a beatdown and a lot of milk thrown.
Legendary segment. Because if that's the truth, if that's how it is, I would just put all of Booker T and Goldust. That's it.
all their skits. I
think Booker T doesn't get enough credit for how funny he was, and not just for King Booker. That whole entire run with Goldust,
yes,
I think is one of the funniest things up there with DX.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I actually liked it. I remember King coming to save them as well. Like he returned with the new mask and shit.
The freaking Booker T and Goldust in the 7-Eleven with the Slurpee.
Yeah, I remember them doing the Scorpion King.
Oh, okay, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, there's a lot of good funny. There's a lot of good moments that Booker T has, but there's also a lot of matches he had that may not even be on WWE TV. Like he was in Impact for quite some time. He did a lot of WCW. He was in WCW for a long time. So yeah, there's a couple matches I already have in mind, but yeah, he has a big.
Now I'm thinking about Black Snow.
Yep.
God damn it. This is what you did.
Yeah, Booker T. Yeah. Booker T is going to be our topic for the wrestling retrospect. And, yeah. So we'll be back next week.
Yes, sir.
So we wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. We record this every week. And, yes, weekly podcast. This and I guess Swear it's a weekly podcast. Easiest way to get it is on Spotify, Red Cyclone Inc. And you can follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, all Mark with the Mic. Follow Red Cyclone Inc.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Follow Red Cyclone Inc. anywhere and everywhere. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. And we got a Spotify, and we got a WordPress.
Yep.
So do it. Check it out.
And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
'Cause he's hungry.
Shucky ducky quack quack.